that right. Hello, I'm checking in. All right, so when you come in, obviously the hallway, when you get to the left.
I don't really want no friends, no. I'm like Takashi, call them Poppy. Work the ASAP, keep me rocky. I'm from New York, so I'm cocky. Say he fucking with my posse. Caught me Chloe like Kardashian. Keep this.
All right, guys. Let me, I think I'll put my lipstick in there. Let me see. Probably should have closed those windows. All right, guys. I am trying to get out this house. It's already after 1, and my, what you call that shit? The wine tasting starts at 2, but you know I live in West Bubble, so I mean I'm basically ready. I'm sliding on my my sneakers now, because I'm gonna just wear the sneakers to the car, and then I got my boots and stuff. So yeah, damn, I wish I could show y'all the whole look. Let me see. I'm running late and I'm trying to do extra shit. All right, let me see if I could show y'all real quick what I look like. Whew, I am burning up. Fat girl problems. Anyway, damn, you still can't see it real good there. Let me see. All right, I think this is the best. So basically, I don't know if y'all can see it or not. You know, I ain't got no butt. But this is just a jean dress I got from Shein. It's just like a collared jean dress, and damn, you still, whew, girl, this is when you need like lenses and stuff like that. All right, I think you still can't see. Anyway, I'll try to get a better view when I get to the hotel. But yeah, let me get my ass out of here. Over and out. All this time I thought I was recording and I wasn't. Hey guys, so I am in the car on my way to the wine tasting. I am gonna be super duper late. It's 2:03. I left the house at 1, I think it was 1:15. At that time it was telling me that it was gonna take me an hour and 2 minutes to get there. It's 2 o'clock, that's when the thing starts, and I'm still in Queens. Headed towards the Midtown Tunnel, but I'm still in Queens. Yeah, so I just said I still got like a 30-minute ride, so I just said let me jump on and just have my little venting session. So I'm back to dating a little bit. I just be on some on and off shit when it comes to the dating thing, because there's times where I have patience for it, and there's times when I don't have patience for it. So most of the time I don't have patience for it because it's just too much, and I got a lot on my plate already. I got a lot of stuff going on in my life, and to me that's like my priority. But then there are instances where, you know, I want to meet somebody new and talk to them and blah 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 blah. So,
doesn't make sense, no. She just tired of things that getting in time. I hear you talking about we have that boy speak French now. Giving me a sign, so I gotta take it now. I hit you up like you wanna hang right now. On the east side, and you know I'm with the hang right now. You see,
But I love, if anyone's like golden apple, floral, but a different kind, right? Maybe more of like a honey stuff. This wine has a more honeyed nature. Do you agree?
is that the one you gave me? Or
No, I didn't even give her any wine. I'm like,
because I'm not
I'm
tasting
sorry,
it.
girl. Here we go. This is for you.
Okay.
This is the one we're doing right now.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
then this is the cava.
Wash. Okay. So this one, I feel like has a lot longer legs than the other, and I'm
Back in the day, the only thing people that didn't really know about wine could point to and talk about were the legs, right? It was a thing. It's the first lesson I learned. No offense, no offense. No, it's true. It's true. Because so the first thing I learned about wine from my dad was, Kara, look at the legs. They'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's like the wine for dummies one.
Exactly. But the best part was, I had no idea what they meant. They were just like, he was just like, yeah, bigger legs, the better the wine. I was like, great. So I moved to Napa. I started to kind of study wine, and I realized I knew nothing about it. And whenever anyone would ask me, what do you think of the wine? Or like, what are your thoughts? I would just say, oof, the legs. Legs are great. The legs. And then I realized that I had nothing more to say. And I didn't even know what I was talking about. So I had a crash course in learning about wine the right way. So essentially, you are correct. Basically, the legs are water. It's leftover water that is, in tandem with the evaporation rate of alcohol. So alcohol evaporates faster. So if you have lower alcohol, which the cava was a little bit lower, the alcohol evaporates out faster. The legs are thinner and they are faster. But with a little bit more alcohol, they evaporate a little bit. They evaporate slower, and the legs form slower and fatter, and they move slower. And this is also, once again,
what is legs?
so that is, so if you were to like push your wine like this, kind of coat all the sides of your wine, and then look up at the light and see these little, it looks like almost like
Oh, okay. I get it.
those are legs.
Okay.
And once again, it's a very rough guide because glassware changes how they
Right.
appear, very, very different in terms of if they make it. They don't even make a huge difference between the inside. But that's what I would say. Okay, back to the smell here. So we agreed on the more honeyed nature, more that apple pear.
So to me,
Bit
it smells
richer.
like buttery, but
Yeah,
maybe
so-
honey instead.
Yeah, I would say what we're getting here is, because this doesn't have oak and it doesn't have any indications that would give you that butter nature, basically we're getting that, the spice, the sweeter baking spice that's giving us that feel and that richness. Okay, let's take a sip. Or another one. Okay, how does this one feel different than that other one? Is it drier, sweeter? Okay, a little bit drier than that
Yeah,
other
to
one.
me, yeah.
And how about the acid? Does it feel the same, different?
It's more than
Feels a little more acidic. Yeah, totally. So it has a little bit more of a acid, especially the mousse also does not feel as creamy, right?
Yeah.
So
It
it's a little
doesn't
bit less.
some long finish.
Did you feel like this one was less of a finish?
I feel like it's lingering.
Yeah, so honestly, I would say they both are dancing between short and medium. Nothing too crazy to write home about there. And other big things, in terms of the flavors, are we getting more of that like green apple on the palate? Lemon honeysuckle, but quite different than what maybe we were expecting from the nose, which is a testament of, yes.
Good question. So when you say that you smell all these things, right? Like we're not regularly smelling these items, right? And so like, how do you even gain that like library? How do you gain that?
I don't want to sound amazing, just kidding. I sound amazing, but I drink a lot of wine. Like I said, God's work. I'm changing the world. But to really answer that question, so I will rewind back to Napa. So now I've learned that I knew nothing. I knew legs, never gonna talk about it again. And then I realized I wanted to study wine. So yes, of course, smelling a glass of wine was the most intimidating thing because, like you said, we're not predisposed to be able to pick out all these nuances in a glass of wine. So what I had to do was three big things. I had to train my nose to recognize the main aromas in wine. So I made myself a smell kit, right? So I did, spices, florals. So you like kind of put all these items and you put a little bit of alcohol to help volatile.
That should be a class, and y'all can make money on that.
I know. But essentially, you could put your jams, you put like all your fruit components, and it became a big kit. And I would just smell it every morning. And I would just smell. And then once your nose was kind of attuned to finding those things and recognizing them, then you have to do the study of, okay, what should I look for in this wine or this wine? So then you do like the book study, and then you connect that cognitive with the sensory in the glass. So you just have to practice it, honestly.
I have a dumb question.
Sure.
If talking about smells, for us non-expert,
The complexity, the color changes, so a lot of that is happening there. Okay, let's do some intensity checks. So give me some smells here. How is this different? What's going on?
Sweet to me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I smell chocolate or cheese.
Yeah. It's like.
You guys, we are going for it. I don't know where we're going, but we're going.
I do.
Okay, let's work this a little deeper here.
It's like a heavy smell.
I love that. So what I really want us to notice here is how much nuttiness this has. Look for that honeyed component, brioche. So it should have these kind of like a mix of a savory, spicy. But what's interesting too is the fruit character is a bit more. It's tart.
Raspberry-ish.
Oh, right. So you can find, and you're doing the first one, right?
Yeah.
You can find, especially in Champagne, more of a broad spectrum of fruit. So I agree. Almost like a red apple type of sensation here. Did we get some of that? Nice. Okay. Leslie, I don't know. Leslie, maybe it'll taste better than medicine. Okay, let's dive into that.
Yeah, I smell a little like apple.
But then what Champagne always does is it kind of has this counterbalance between that kind of unique fruit expression, the savory, nutty, kind of like marzipan, brioche quality, and then at the very end it kind of locks in all that minerality. So that stoniness, a little bit of chalkiness. So I mean, can we all agree whether it smells like medicine or not? I'm kidding, Leslie. It has more going on. Leslie says, I don't get it. Does it have more going on than the other wines? Yes, so that's something to take away from Champagne as well, that it tends to do that, okay? Nice. Any other thoughts?
a lot more depth.
Okay. Just aromatically or on the palate?
Definitely interesting.
Okay, so let's
Couple layers.
Way more than the other one.
Okay. So did we agree to the tongue dry? Yeah. So we felt a little bit more salivation here. Is that what we're saying? So acid and all sparkling wines will give you that salivation, but how it comes across. Do you find that yes, it's more, but I'm not just touting Champagne. I'm not here to tout Champagne, but it feels a little bit more elegant.
Yeah.
Do you feel that elegance? The acid
It
comes
tastes
across.
better.
Yeah.
The other one is giving Sunday brunch.
Yeah. This one is not a brunch. Yeah, this one we're not making mimosas with.
I like this
But
one.
yeah, so that's, and then let's discuss the mousse, right? So does this also feel the most? I think texturally this one.
This is smooth to me. I think the Prosecco is a little more harsh.
Yeah. So more creaminess, but then there's this kind of like balance, right? So there's this juxtaposition between that creaminess, but then the acid, all the different levels, the minerality. Finish. How is this one for finish?
Can you remind me of that piece again?
Yes. So basically, finish is talking about, does this wine stay with you for 10 to 15, shorter, 20 to 30, medium, or kind of more than 30, long finish. As I've been talking, I feel like I'm still experiencing the learning.
Right.
To me, it will be a longer finish.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And then this is where, as you mentioned, Rhea,
Maria.
Darn it! I just have to stop.
Almost.
Honestly.
Maria.
Maria.
Without
Yeah.
an
Yeah.
MA.
Got it. Ashley. Why can't they all be Ashleys? It's okay. But you were mentioning food. She was mentioning you could see a champagne even with a steak. And I do agree with you. I think, as we're hopefully illustrating, because of what is in this class, you have a broader range of food pairing options. So you could do fried food. So this is something to keep in mind. Fried foods and champagne or any sparkling wine tend to go very well because that crunch hits with the CO2 and all that acid actually helps to kind of create a more mellow, cohesive bite. So sparkling wine and french fries, always good call. Then, with something like this, you could look into, I mean, naturally, something with more power, richer sauces, more heavily spiced foods. I mean, with protein, you can play around with it, but that's really where I would go with things like this. And then for the rosé champagne is when you can really party, and we'll find out why. So he wants to talk a little bit about coupe glass. Okay, so coupes and flutes. You like coupe Great Gatsby? Yeah. So basically, fun story, that was designed after Marie Antoinette's breast. So, I'm not saying she didn't, I don't know. That's a no judgment zone for me, but as you said, you don't get a lot of champagne.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You get like.
So she was not super well endowed, and that was what was left. So basically that coupe was designed for her, and it was quite popular in that time period and kind of the 1800s. But what was understood is that with that size and that wide opening, the bubbles and the perlage would dissipate very quickly. You'd lose a lot of the aromatics, so it would be too broad to where you wouldn't quite get focused on the aromatics, and then the wine would be kind of directed to an awkward point on the palate because of the shape of the glass and the width of the glass. So sorry, Marie Antoinette, your glass sucks.
That's so interesting.
But then, let's talk about the flute. Those also are not great. That was not designed hard as heck to open. Here we go.
What is the difference between prosecco and champagne?
Great question. So essentially, when we think about a sparkling wine, I want us to always think regional.
Right.
So think about your region. So prosecco is a region in northeastern Italy.
Okay.
And champagne is a region in northern France.
Right.
So you think about where are the grapes being grown, okay? What grapes are being used, what production method, is it tank, is it bottle, and then you think about how does all of that lead to the style of glass. So kind of looking at it in that way helps to orient you a little bit better with sparkling.
Okay, so basically champagne is like sparkling
and so
wine.
We'll get to kind of dive a little bit deeper because we're going to do two champagnes, but essentially champagne is going to be that region.
Okay.
With specific regulations, and they were the ones to actually develop the method.
Okay. And then so prosecco is more Italian. While
It is 100% Italian.
Okay.
100%
Gotcha.
Italian. So you can't have a champagne anywhere other than Champagne. You can't have prosecco anywhere other than.
Okay.
Okay. So champagne was the catalyst for sparkling wine. What happened was a monk named Dom Perignon.
I never knew that.
There he is. We love it.
Benedictine monk.
There you go. So essentially, Champagne is one of the coolest regions of France. The grapes that are grown there primarily are going to be on these chalky limestone soils. So very distinctive Chardonnay, Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier. Those are the main ones you should know. Other than that, don't worry about it. And what happens is before Dom Perignon and his kind of like idea, all that Champagne was doing was trying to make wine similar to Burgundy because that was the in vogue. So they could not get it because the wines are always so acrid. They would actually add, additives to try to make them more bolstered. But what would also happen is the wines were stinky. They were not that good. And then because there would be a warming up of Champagne in the spring, bottles would naturally re-ferment because they would add sugar. So because there was leftover sugar, the heat would incite the fermentation again, and then all the glass would break. So they were having trouble with style, they were having trouble with production, and they still did not master the harnessing of that explosion. So what Dom Perignon did is he decided to kind of explore the term of assemblage. So that was the blending. So champagnes, you know, the biggest part about what they do is that blend. So we talked about, you know, the blends of cava and the different grapes in different amounts. So he established that, and then he also established the premise of encouraging and harnessing that second fermentation, but trapping the carbon dioxide, which led to a more balanced wine, and everything kind of worked together instead of being less pleasurable. And then they would add a little bit of dosage or sugar. So back in the day, the higher the sugar champagne, the better the champagne, because a lot of people loved sugar back in the day. So they would add a lot of sugar, and then that would be kind of the champagne. And then as the glass continued to become stronger, there'd be more innovation in the cellar. So there's, you know, with the history of champagne, they were the ones to establish that method, and then the rest of the world then followed. Pretty cool. Love it, love it. But yeah, so with that same note, there's really no other wine that can rival champagne in terms of its style, in terms of like how it comes across, just because of that terroir, that region, and how the grapes grow, the blending, and that, you know, distinctive fermentation in the bottle. And they do tend to use a little bit more oak. So they will do the first fermentation in oak to give even more like power and complex savory flavors and aromas. So let's just start with this one. So that's champagne in a nutshell. Once again, this is with a pen. And if you ever see the term Blanc de Noir on a bottle or anywhere on a wine list, on the palate. So we feel a little bit of a grip. Does the wine have, does the acid feel less intense?
Yes.
Okay, so acid feels less intense.
Yes.
How are we on the tip of the tongue? Are we still dry?
Yes.
So we're dry. What
I love
happens
dry.
is the acid perception is going down a little bit. So although there is still acid here, something called a tannin, I think we mentioned that briefly, that's the phenolic compound in the skin, because those are now present, the acid doesn't quite have as much of a presence because tannins dry you out and acid makes you salivate. So there's more of that balance. You feel the acid less. And then do we all agree this wine feels maybe a little bit more unctuous, heavier, richer? Yeah. And then to me, the mousse, it's not as creamy, right? This is it. It's a little bit, what did you say?
I just like the taste was like vegetables. Like
I was gonna say, the minerality on the palate is very kind of foresty floor. There's this, you're right, there's this kind of more rustic nature to it. Interesting enough. Cool. And it does feel a little bit more focused and precise for me on the palate. So now what one would do with this is, I mean, I could see this rosé, especially this expression with, I mean, any kind of like a rich pasta dish. I could see like a risotto, like any type of sauce. Pizza. Yep.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm eating pizza and it tastes so good.
So stuff like that, definitely. What do we think of that one? We liked it. Well,
And you said that's a rosé, right?
yes. I'm gonna pump our tunes up a little bit. And I'm gonna get us some cookies. And then we will just keep on keeping on.
Yeah, this one is good.
Tannin helps to distract from acid. Sugar distracts from acid. So we feel more supple, we feel that generosity, and although the acid is high, we don't experience it. So that's why this is a great food wine across a lot of different boards because you still get that acid, it's still there. It can help enliven a bite and make food more pleasurable. But that sweetness allows you to play with heat and sweetness and more bold, dramatic flavors, like a blue cheese or something like that. Because sweetness, it's almost like, you know, a yolk can take almost an infinite amount of oil, right? Or that's the same premise that you have. Where the bottle was fused together. So there's two parts of the glass. This is loud. And they were fused together, and that creates the seam. So there's two seams on every single bottle, and they'll be easier to see, which I'll show you. So it's just that indentation in the bottle. So kind of like you. Once you look through a bottle, and once you look closely, you'll see it. But for now, you can't really see it. But the seam is very important. So now our bottle is nice and dry. We're not gonna lose our grip. The lip of the bottle, and just that gentle encouragement is going to allow the pressure to do the work and break the glass. And then I'll explain where this came from after she succeeds.
It's going to be liquid though, right?
Yeah.
Not a lot. Don't worry about it. Also, so I would say, ladies, let's just for safety precaution, let's try to move across here. But someone, if you are filming your friend, I would say if anyone is filming, right about there is perfect.
Okay.
Because she's gonna come over here. How you feel like you are comfortable holding it. We're gonna follow. Yeah, we're gonna go right up here. So go kind of like through those two things. But yeah, give me a nice hold on it. Because right now we're gonna do a couple practice shots. So I just want you to feel good about it. Yes, right about there. And then you're gonna use your saber. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Left. Oh, I'm left-handed too. Oh, cool. So let's switch it. Way around. Yes. There we go.
Okay.
And leg.
Yeah. Good.
Yep.
And go.
Go.
It didn't go.
One more time. It's okay. A little more power. There we go!
Awesome.
See, that's what editing is for.
Hey guys, so I'm finished at the wine tasting. So I'm heading back to the car so that I can go to the hotel. I'm so mad that I don't got my motherfucking hookah. I'm so tight. Oh, you know what? Let me change my shoes. Oh, God. That little wine class got me fucked up, but I'm tipsy. I'm definitely tipsy. Change my shoes. Hold on, y'all. I'm loving it. Oh, God. I'm still. Did I zip up this boot? No. These boots that I have on is so old that the leather inside is peeling. It was definitely cute. Definitely a vibe. I had got there like an hour late, but it's 4:30 and they were still going. So I just say, let me go ahead and get on out of there. So anyway, I'm all out of breath. I am big. That's when you know. And I went to the gym today. Anyway, let me get to the hotel because my camera memory card just kind of like died. Well, let me not say it's died. It was full. I didn't expect it to be like that full, but basically I can't film on my camera no more. So let me go to the hotel, which is probably gonna take me about 30 minutes or so or more. And then I'll check back into y'all with y'all when I get there. Later. Hello, I'm checking in.
Reception is on the 10th floor.
Okay, thank you.
Elevator straight ahead on your right.
Thank you. Okay, guys, this is the room. Oh, this is so sexy. I'm so excited. Oh, this is so cute. And I get a city view. All right, hold on. Let me take it all in. Okay, this is the room tour. Let me put this back on medium. Matter of fact, let me put it on high. So this is the room tour. This is the Times Edition Hotel. All right, so when you come in, obviously the hallway, when you get to the left, that's the sink. There's towels and glasses underneath that sink. When you get over to the left, you have a separate entry for the bathroom. And then we have a really cute shower. It's overhead, but that's fine with me because I have a wig on and I can take it off. And then, I look mad fucking cute, right? Minus this big ass stomach. Then when you get over here, I have like a king bed. Isn't it so fucking cute with the little, okay. And then I have a TV. And then I asked for an upgrade. I don't know if this is all but an upgrade. But they claim that this is a city view, which it just look like the back of a whole bunch of buildings, but I'll take it. Yeah, so I'm on the 38th floor. So yeah, this is it. They said that I have a $35 credit for food and beverage. She said with the exception of the mini bar, so that's not a problem for me at all. She also said that I had like a soul cycle class, like crazy. So if you're in New York and you want to stay in the Times Square area, this is definitely a place to go. It's on 47th Street. So although the address says 7th Avenue, although the avenue says 7th Avenue, it's really on 47th. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm about to chill out. I'm about to order some room service, like she said, and chill until my reservation at 8. I'm going to NY Steak. And yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy my staycation, girl. I gotta go. So just in case you wanted to take some of the mini bar, I hope you don't see my naked butt. Well, I'm not totally naked, but this is the mini bar and I think it's locked. But anyway, they have like boxed water and Perrier, apple juice. Over here, they have like some snacks, which I will not be touching. And they have like a little Nespresso and oh shit, they got a ting ting in here. So yeah, I think like, you know what, I'm not gonna lie. Like I just think so, and they got robes and all that. I feel like if you and your shorty trying to get away, the only thing that was irritating me was getting through Times Square, which everybody knows is hectic. If you and your shorty just want to get away for a night, this is the place to go. If your job has plum benefits, that's what I use to book my room. And then I use my American Express to book. And I believe she upgraded me. So, yo, this is what it is. It's popping in here. And the lobby, everything is very minimalistic. And this is just fucking guys. So I just ordered me some food because they said I had like a $35 they said I had like a $35 room credit. So let's see, no things. Select internet to learn more. I'm trying to watch my YouTube. Let's see. I don't even know what the fuck my passcode is for YouTube. So let me show y'all what I got. So I got the roasted chicken. Anyway, so yeah, I just got the roasted chicken and mashed potatoes, and I think those are like carrots, some water, and it came with a little flour. So yeah, let me enjoy my food later. Good morning, good morning. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Oh, well, let me not say that. I slept pretty good last night. I slept good. I'm about to order some room service. I think I'm gonna just get like some coffee because I could never really eat this early in the day. You need to have the automatic shade opener and close up in here. But anyway, yeah. So I just woke up. As you can see, I went to sleep with I have not done this in years. Like, went to sleep with my makeup on. Is that a bump? I took a shower, but I did not take my makeup off last night. That's so fucking dumb. I don't understand why I just didn't take the makeup off anyway. But let me call room service. They charge a damn arm and a leg for delivery. Let's see, okay. Answer. Hi, good morning. Can I have room service? Just one. No. I just want some coffee. Yes. If you have maybe do you have half and half? Yeah, and just some sugar on the side. And can I just have like a cup of ice? And that's it. Okay, thank you. Nope, that's it. You too. This hotel is mad cute. I would stay here again. I don't know if I told you guys, but I'll probably put it in a clip before this. This is the Times edition. Gotta look for a piece of paper with it on. Hold on. The Times Sqaure edition, I believe. Clearly it's in Times Square. So like getting here in the area is super duper busy outside. I think it's on 47th. It's right on the corner. Well, it's on 47th and 7th, but it's closer to the corner of 7th. I used ParkWiz and I found a parking garage that was on 40th. I didn't realize when I booked it, it was like that far. So I had to walk through Times Square. I haven't done that in years and don't like to do it. Plus yesterday it was like 60 something degrees. So it was like a lot of people out. But this hotel is so fucking like, the vibe is crazy. When I leave, I'm going to show y'all downstairs. I didn't get a chance to, and I think, well, when I got here, it was light outside. It was. But I'm going to show y'all the vibe in here. But I did show y'all the hotel when I first came in. And, I mean, the room when I first came in. I think I have the city view. And I'm on a 38th floor. I think it's 40 floors in this hotel. Oh, I don't know if all of the floors is the hotel. I don't know. But you check in on the 10th floor, and then you have to come to another side to get the elevators to come to the hotels. A couple of hotels I've been in New York and out of New York that does that. Where you check in like on the, like 5th floor. So it's not on the first ground floor when you come. But so far it's good. Like the customer service is crazy. My friend came last night, and you know, of course, they called up to the room and they was like, hey, you know, and I was like, yeah. So that was cool. And they just did it like 1, 2, 3. It wasn't no big, you know, confusion. Yeah, this place is cute. I would stay here again. And damn, I meant to go, I think before I leave, I want to go see how the pool look. I looked on the thing. I didn't see nothing about a pool because, you know, mother would have been in the pool. I probably should just like run downstairs before I leave and just look at the pool and everything. And then there's a gym too, so I'll probably go check that out before I leave. But anyway, over and out. Later. All right, so they just bought me my coffee. This is how it looks. Probably gonna sit here, have my coffee, but when they serve you, this is how like your stuff comes. Nice little, I like this little touch, the little flower on here. When you check in, you get some spring water. This is a very nice hotel. Very nice. Alright, let me get out of here. Look at this gym, guys. I think you could go out on the balcony. This gym is insane. Bathrooms, yoga mat. They got the weights. They have towels, apples, and it look like headphones there. If you look, it's crazy. Got the stair machine, and look at the view. This is insane. Look at the view. Crazy. And they got a little patio right here that you can go out on. I will be coming back. Crazy in here. This is a gym. How you exit the hotel.
Let's get it. Hop off a 16 passenger. This a G5, no, this not a challenger. Big one. I keep some members with me in the fridge. Get coke seats, stay accountable. They like to geek. Drink a whole bottle, wake up and repeat. She took a look, mixed it with the chill out. When she said she seen a 3D. I go in the jungle and they got a coat. I bet I come out with a mean. I do this shit for the fam, cause this shit bigger than me.